Hello, everyone.
Cool games waiting for you guys, so we hope you stick around to see all of them together with us.
Yes, I'm Mama Chica. I'm from Barcelona Roller Derby and happy to be announcer of this tournament.
Yes, me too. My name is Knikmops. I am from Antwerp Roller Derby, and this will be my 4th time announcing the Skate Around tournament, so it's really fun to be here.
You're home.
Yeah, I am kind of home. First teams are setting up on the track, or first groups. We have Zürich facing Namur Roller Derby on this first game of Skate Around tournament in 2022. It's been 3 years since the last tournament, so
Yay, we are back.
Yes.
We have jammer 666 Pepe from Namur and the jammer from
6-0 Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible. So the jam start.
Yes, and the lead for the Zurich jammer Mission Impossible and the skate and
we have
star pass. Sorry, for Bat Smash.
Yes, star pass and quickly ends the first jam.
So 2 points were scored for Zurich, 2-0, but that first jam really tells you nothing.
Yes.
It's a nervous start, especially first game of the tournament. So we're happy to see what happens now.
Missy Lestrange is jamming for Zurich and Gilly for Namur. Skaters on the track.
So Pulp manages to hold that jammer back. It's a messy start, a lot of pushing there.
Messy.
Both jammers working really hard.
Jammer on the floor.
Bit of recycling for number 2-7.
We still have no lead. Great blocker work.
Yes. 178 fighting that last blocker for Namur, but catching that lead.
Yes, she catches
right there.
The jammer of Namur is still in the back, holding for a really impressive
Spring pass.
And
Good footwork on the inside line, but it was unfortunately not a legal pass yet.
Another staff pass. Now 39 has the star. K.
So Namur has on new jerseys. They went through a small or a big rebranding, and they are Namur Roller Derby now. And they are also skating not only for a very long time. It takes some getting used to.
So we have jammer number 6 for Namur.
And 021 Lulu for Namur. It's purple paint for...
Okay, purple paint jamming.
Being recycled by the blockers for Namur. And it's the first lead for Namur by jammer Lulu. Going around for that first scoring pass, while the jammer for Zurich still battles the walls of Namur. Stuck behind Brûle-la-Gomme.
I really love the walls of Zurich. The jammer of Zurich is free.
Yes. All 4 points on the board for Namur for that last jam. And if I'm not yes, I am correct, 0 points for Zurich. So we have 4-8 at jam 3 for Zurich. All of the blockers on the pivot line. We have 6-0 Mission Impossible and 666 for Namur. Pepe. We have seen them jam before.
Mission Impossible is fighting against the wall.
Very pushy jammer, and they have lead, but Pepe is close behind.
Really close.
A little bit of love for our jam refs. skating around together with the jammers, counting all of the points.
And jam is over.
3-0 in favor of Zürich on that last jam.
11 to Zürich, and with 27 jamming Gilly for Namur. And 187 Missy Lastrange for Zürich. Jam is on.
Strong wall for Zürich in the back.
Yes.
3 wall, almost unmovable. And they start in the front.
They start in the front, but they move to the back immediately.
A little bit of recycling there for the jammer of Zürich. And the jammer takes a little bit of impact and skates around on the outside line, making that a full score for that first.
Missy Lastrange.
Yes. And we have a star pass to K for Namur. A very fast pack going around. Pope said, not with me. And they kicked out the jammer right in the end. For now, we don't have that much penalties yet.
Lucky.
Yes, it's always good, especially when you are two teams that go really close together. It's very important not to make any penalties. End score now is 4-15 in favor of Zürich.
We have Purple Pain jamming for Zürich, and
so I was just informed that at home you cannot see the score, so I will repeat it one more time. It's Lulu fighting number 6, Purple Pain for Zürich. Lulu has been recycled and Purple Pain is still fighting. And we have a first penalty.
Okay, we have a penalty now.
For a blocker of Zürich and a blocker of Namur. This is how it starts, people.
Yes, I think we say it and we curse it. Now we have 2 penalties. Place is full, 2 blockers.
Beautiful offense there on the inside line for Purple Pain of Zürich. That gives her a lead. And Lulu, close pursuit. Quick pack there.
Yes. Oh. And of the jump.
End of the jam. 4 points were scored for Zürich, 0-4, and it's 4-21 in favor of Zürich at the end of jam 6. We have there are usual suspects, Mission Possible and Pepe on the jammer line, and
with the number of the beast, 6.
All of the 6s, and then we have Zürich again taking the front. Quick offense on the inside line.
Yes.
And that was all Mission Possible needed.
They also have an offense for
clear that lead. And a star pass to Batsmash. Good blocking there by the Namur. Good recycling to the front by the Namur blockers.
No points for Namur.
So it's 4-0 at the end of Jam 7, 4-25 in favor of Zürich. I do believe that the score on the scoreboard does not really reflect what is going on the track. It's just that Zürich at this point has a little bit of a head start because they managed to harvest those points a little bit more. But the jammers for Namur are always close. So it's 4-0 oftentimes, which still makes it a close game.
Yes, indeed. I think the blockers of Zürich are making the difference because the wall is really strong and they keep it the jammer just enough to make their own jammer pass and make points. I think that it's a blockers game right now. Well, always the blockers have that kind of power.
You don't really notice it because we all look at the jammers, but the blockers do make a little bit of a difference.
Yes.
We have a timeout being called for Namur. I think it's because of the score differential at this point. So we have 19 points differential, and it's all in favor of Zürich now. We still have a lot of time to go for this first game. And I think, if I'm being honest, we all hoped, knowing that at Westrex Stories they were so close, that that there would be a little bit more of a differential.
I think they're ready. I'm going to just thank all the volunteers are helping us to make this tournament possible, all the refereeing, official, NSOing. They are indispensable to do this, and all the tournaments happened.
Yes, the official caps lock just informed me that we will have an expulsion for number 3-1 for Namur for contact with an official.
Oops.
Yes. Okay, we are back on the track.
Yes.
With maybe we can talk a little bit about our sponsor.
Yes, I think it's a good time to talk about full-WFTDA people. They help you to plan your practice, plan future games, manage the minimum skill evaluation. The launch was started in 2018, and it's been, help me with the numbers.
So it's been used in 650 leagues already. 1,700 teams, 8,000 players, 3,900 games, and 40,000 training sessions. It's completely free.
Yay!
But if you want to sponsor, you can sponsor through Patreon.
So thanks for helping us track Karma, and we're back on the track.
So we start with a 3-wall for Namur and a 4-wall for Zürich. I think Zürich is really taking that start really well.
Yes.
They do a 2-person offense right on and is in close pursuit
of Missile Lestrange.
Yes. On the outside line, beautiful offense there by the Zürich blockers, making the way completely clear for their jammer. 4-0 on the end of that jam, making the end score 3-0 on that last jam. So it's 4-28 in favor of Zürich.
So I think we have to correct number 6 is Caprica.
They're not on the...
Sorry.
Yeah.
But Caprica for Zürich. And we have Lulu for Namur.
Strong blocker work there, strong defense. 2 blockers in the box for Namur, or 2 being recycled. Caprica all the way to the back of the track. We have 1, 4, 5, 6 back on track for Namur.
That was fast.
Yes.
Okay, they take it again.
Lulu being recycled a little, taking the inside line, and the lead is for Namur. Second lead of the game for Namur, and second time it is Lulu taking the lead on this game. The jammer of Zürich has been struggling, and they have 1 blocker in the box.
Correct. Wherever they talk, Namur in the timeout is working.
Yes. Lulu is known for that beautiful footwork on the lines and that really beautiful jammer work that we like. Seems like they do it effortlessly. It's beautiful to see. Caprica still on that initial pass. Really. Oh, no. Caprica is in the box.
Caprica's in the box still, yes. The magic of roller derby with a power jump, you always can make the score keep going and be equal as the other team. A power jump move is really important for all the teams. And now you can see
we already have 12 points on the board for Namur. And a beautiful apex jump there on the inside line. Namur did try to keep the jammer in the box. Unfortunately, that did not work. Still a good jam for Namur. 12-0,
Yeah.
bringing the end score 16-0. I'm sorry, to 20-28. That's
That's
good.
the magic for roller derby
Yeah.
and power jam, and we're almost there.
Yeah, and that's also it's what we felt when we talked about the score before, that it is actually pretty close, and this jam shows that it is actually pretty close.
Pepe por Namur.
Mission Impossible for Zürich, and a little bit of a fall there. Pepe struggling a little bit in the back, getting offense by Knappi, but the lead is for
Zürich.
number 60 of Zürich. Nice job there in the back. A little bit of individual play there.
Yes. Oops.
Bat smash coming back. So we see the duo, Pepe and Bat Smash, keep coming back. We know that Bat Smash used to jam a lot before with Namur. For now, she has not yet taken the jammer cover right from the start, but she did get the cover a lot of times from Pepe. And I know this, they are related. That's why they look alike.
Gilly for Namur. And Missila Strange for Zürich.
Yes.
Oh, skating on the floor. The backward skating now.
Oh, we have
on offense.
Gilly
Whoa.
struggling a little.
Big offense.
And a back block penalty.
Yes.
For number 5 for Zürich is Flegel, who is also the captain.
Okay, good wall job.
Strong jamming there by 187, Missily Strange.
Oh, that was almost working.
And then we have the quick pack that we've seen so many times before. Oh! And a nasty fall there at the end. What is the end score here? I see 1 point going up for Zürich already. That brings the end score for now 20-33, because Namur did not manage to harvest any points there right at the end of the jam while it was going quite quickly. So I will repeat the end score because I have been informed that people at home cannot see it. It's 20-33 for Zürich.
Caprica for Zürich and Nino for Namur are fighting for the lead.
I apologize for calling Nino Brulagom before. It was her previous name.
Oh.
For Namur, the wall, and we have a forearm or cutting penalty.
What a jump!
For the jammer of Zürich. Nino using that confusion a little to score 4 points. A power jam in favor of Namur. Will they be able to do the power jam one more time like they did before, where we have 8 points already on the board for Namur?
Namur is really using the power jam power.
Yes. Nino battling that last blocker in the end.
Yeah.
And again, the 4 points on the board. This brings the end score to 32-33. Will we have a lead change at the end of this jam? 36 for Namur. We have a lead change.
Yes. Let's see.
First scoring pass for Caprica. Nino still on the track for Namur.
Let's see what's happened, because now it's really close.
Yes. A little bit of a struggle there with the Zürich blockers. Beautiful line work there by Nino. Another 4 points on the board. And Caprica is battling that final.
Wow, that's
beautiful
roller derby that can change really fast. We have 40 points for Namur. Now is on head, and Zürich 34.
So the last jam ended with 20 to Namur, 1 point for Zürich, and that was good enough for that lead change that we might have had hoped for.
Yes. 6-0. Gilly for Namur and Mission Impossible for Zürich are on the track.
Beautiful blocker there by Pope, who is really one of the strongest players for Namur. Always on the track. Gilly coming with the lead into the pack. We have Mission Impossible struggling with the star in hand. Gilly going
again.
around. Mission Impossible still on the initial pass. 4 points on the board for Namur.
Skaters on the floor.
Good comeback here by Namur. I think they mentally came into the game. We should not forget they are the home league here, organizing the entire event. It's nerve-wracking to do, so it's also important to keep that in mind. But they have managed to come back. Good offense there on the inside line by Pope.
Yes.
And Gilly goes around for another scoring pass. 4-8.
Mission Impossible still stuck it with a brilliant wall of Namur. Oops.
Caps lock making a fall. She will be very happy that I saw that.
I saw it too.
Good offense on the outside line by Namur, but we have a star pass for Zurich to number 7-9, Jean-Claude Van Damme. Jean-Claude Van Damme should be very happy to be playing in Belgium because that's where the name comes from.
Exactly. We have a team timeout for Zurich now.
Which is not very surprising, considering that the last jam was 12-0 in favor of Namur. The end score at the board is now 52-34 in favor of Namur. So Namur really got back into that game right in the middle of that first half.
We have to admit, after the pandemic time, a lot of skaters have struggled to go back derby. So it's incredible to be in this tournament. I'm really happy to be here. I miss
agree.
derby so much.
Yes.
I miss tournaments so much.
Especially an international tournament, because
Exactly.
all the countries did the lockdown differently and the travel things were differently, so it was very tricky to travel abroad. Even if you were ready to maybe travel a little and have been working on contact, it was so difficult to travel to each country. So now we are actually super happy to be here.
Yes.
Missy Lestrange.
Missy Lestrange for Zurich.
It's a combination we have not seen before, so we are curious to see what will happen. Zurich is taking their pivot line position, and Namur took a different strategy to start with.
Okay.
A lot of people there on the jammer line.
Let's see, it's working.
Nice. It was well spotted there by Missy Lestrange that there was space on the outside line. Pepe struggling, finding that butt smash once again for the star.
Good work of the blockers 0-3.
Nice. And also calling off that jam.
Yes, she forced the call off of the jam.
Yes. 0-0 at the end of that jam, so we still are looking at a scoreboard of 51 for Namur. 0 Scardone on the track.
We didn't see Scardone today skating as a jammer, of course.
Yeah, I cannot remember all the blockers, but Scardone has not jammed before, so we are very curious on how this will go. Beautiful hitting a jammer to the floor.
She's been held by the pivot of Namur.
Yes. But it is Lulu who takes the lead there right at the end of the first corner. Good job there by the Namur blockers. Beautiful job there done with the 2-2.
And now we have the brace improving yet.
It is Lulu who scores the 4 points, while Scardone is trying to get out of that initial pass, but being recycled all the way to the first corner, struggling with that very strong Namur wall. But it's a star pass to number 7-0.
Yes, it's successful star pass.
It was 7-9, I'm sorry.
Jean-Claude Van Damme, sorry.
Yes. I should be able to remember that.
Too much names and numbers, so I have to read it every time.
The end of the jam is 8-0 for Namur, bringing the end 60-34 in favor of Namur. It's been a while since Zürich scored a bit more points.
Yes.
So will they be able to get that momentum from the start back? Because they started out really, really strong.
Gilly is on a track. Beautiful footwork. You say that?
Yes.
I saw that.
We have a lead again for Mission Possible.
A brilliant skater, I have to
Yes.
say.
And a start pass to K. Good job there by the Namur blockers. Full defense. Mission Possible calling off that jam. Scoring 3 points. That's what I see the jam ref doing.
Yes, 3 points for Zürich.
So it's 60-37 for Namur at the end of the 16th jam.
70.
16.
60, sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah.
My numbers are not good.
Mine either. So we have Marie, who is also being a jam ref now at this period for Zürich.
And Pepe for Namur.
Yes, together with Missy Lestrange on the jammer. It's the first lead for Pepe. Offense work there.
That jump, it works.
We love those.
Fast jump.
Yes, and again a fast jam and a beautiful apex jump there on the inside line by Pepe, done beautifully. 4-0 on the board for Namur. 64-37 in favor of Namur.
An incredible change of score.
Because in the 16th jam again, so Zürich had lead, but they did not manage to score all the points. Now we have number 6,
Caprica.
Caprica, together with Lulu on the jammer line. Good defense by both walls.
Yes.
Strong. Lulu doing what they do best.
But Lulu love the lines.
Yes. But they're not the only one. Caprica loves them too. Lead for Zürich.
Correct.
Lulu took off the cover.
Oh.
We have a
It's okay.
penalty being called. But I didn't see anyone going. Yes. Number 8 has to go to the box for a direction penalty. Caprica calling off that jam.
It's a fight for every point they made.
So it's 0-0 at the end of this jam, keeping the score at 64 for Namur, 37 for Zürich.
As you see in the previous jam, power jam can switch everything. So nothing is going to be clear till the end of the game.
Speaking about a power jam, we have a power jam now because we have Gilly on the jammer line, but we have Gilly. Strong offense there. Wow. Beautifully done by Namur. There was so much space on that outside line.
That was like from the book.
Yes. I could have jammed that one.
I could jam too.
Yes. Beautifully done again. Scoring that 8 points. And we have the jammer and the pivot back on the track for Zürich.
We still have one blocker hold from Zürich in the penalty box.
Yes.
When you have less skaters, the offense is massive against you.
Sick, beautiful defense there by the Namur blockers.
Okay.
I see the jammer for Zürich really struggling. Star pass, but the recycling. And on the outside line, Gilles managed to pass, bringing the end score at 16 for Namur, 0 for Zürich, and it's 80-37 for Namur. We did not expect this in the beginning of this game, that it was going to be like this. Zurich started so fast, so strong.
But I think Namur get focus again, and it works.
It works. So we have Pepe against Mission Possible on the jammer line. Mission Possible pushing that Namur, incredible pushing there by their jammer. Pepe struggling a little in the back. Lead for Mission Possible. Pepe being recycled, still on the initial pass.
Pushing and pushing and pushing.
Yes, Kay back from the penalty box. Pepe with the star in hand manages to end their initial pass. Mission Possible struggling through the pack, calling it off. And it's 4 points for Zurich.
And 0 for Namur.
Bringing the total score to 80 for Namur, 41 to Zurich. I'm going to drink a little bit of water. I'm sorry if you hear my...
I'm always drinking water, otherwise I start to speak like that. So we have Lulu and Missy.
Strange, stuck in the back. It's not something we've seen before.
Yes.
Missy is a strong, pushy jammer. Close behind. Lulu on the scoring pass. Calling off. Was it in time though?
No.
It was not. It's 2-2 at the end of the jam. 82 for Namur, 43 for Zurich. On the track, we have Gilly and number 6, Caprica. Everyone bundled up there in the front. Skating back at the 5.
Zurich love to take the pivot line.
Yes, but they always come back for that line.
Oh, this is a messy start.
Gilly pushing that wall, very impressive.
Both the jammer are caught.
Into their own wall.
See, it's like a messy start, but...
We have a penalty call for one of the blockers for Namur, but Gilly did manage to get lead. Caprica stuck behind Pulp.
Okay. Okay, she's free. Well, pardon. The skater is free.
Dyer falling on the outside. Dyer Wolf. I'm sorry to call out those things for the refs. Pulp going to the box. Gilly struggling with that wall of Zurich. Nice job.
Yes.
In the front.
Blockers.
But it was a no pack. So both jammers skated back, both blockers skated back, and it is another penalty for Namur. So they have 3 blockers in the box.
It's going to be hard.
It's going to be hard. So that blocker is Pimous skating back on the track, but they have they're in the line for the box because we already have two people for Namur in the box. Those are always messy starts. So we are on the track again, Namur against Zurich. Nino, doing some blocker work there because, as we talked about, we have 2 blockers in the box. And actually we have 3 blockers in the box for Namur because Pimous is also in the line. I'm not sure if they remember, but they are also in line to go to the box.
Okay, we have accessible star
So
pass.
we have lead for Mission Possible, but we also have a star pass to K for Namur.
We have the scoreboard back.
Okay.
Okay, that was fast. Now you can see the scoreboard. So we have 86 for Namur and 49 for Zürich.
Yes, but still Namur did manage to score 1 point. So I'm really curious on what the second half will entail. We still have 1 blocker in the box for Namur, which is 3 against 4. And we're all on the jammer line. So let's see what happens next.
Lulu and Missy Lestrange are fighting for the lead.
Beautiful line work there by Missy Lestrange, passing on the inside line. Lilou struggling against that wall in the front and being recycled back. Missy Lestrange hitting 2 blockers of Namur to the ground and manages to enter their first scoring pass with 4 points on the board for Zürich.
All the blockers are on the track now.
Beautiful line work there at the end, at the outside. Missy Lestrange seemingly effortless, scoring another 4 points. Lilou still on the first initial pass. And so no points yet for Namur. Missy going for it against that really strong wall of Namur. And we have a little bit of bridging work going on.
The blockers are fighting
Yes.
for their points.
Missy being recycled to the back. Will this be the offense that Lulu needs to end the initial pass? I'm afraid the struggle is real. Missy Lestrange passing their own wall on the outside, meeting Knappi at the end, hitting them, and then being back on track. So 12 points already on the board for Zürich. Strong comeback.
Exactly. We have no pivot for Namur.
Oh, that was
I think that's the problem. So the skater cannot pass the cover and is really struggling to pass the wall of Zürich.
Yes. And Zürich really strong with that defense. Missy being stuck in the front after already 3 passes, a little bit out of breath maybe.
Yes.
And this is the end
It
of
was
the jam.
Hard work for all the skaters.
Yes.
Big bravo for all of them.
And will this be the second breath for Zürich? 12 points on the board, extra 16, I'm sorry. The scoreboard keeps me in suspense. So it's 87 for Namur at the end and 65 for
so
Zürich.
this is taking the back. They didn't did that the first part.
And it's been working for them so far. So we have Caprica, our usual suspects, and Pepe. Pepe being stuck in the front, and Caprica being able to really break up that wall for Namur, but being stuck in the end there by Batsmash and Tinker. Pepe still on the initial pass.
Caprica has the lead.
And Caprica on lead. 2 blockers in the box for Namur. Caprica's on that inside line. Beautiful footwork. Tinker, number 66, not fast enough to be able to hit the jammer one more time. Pepe still on the initial pass. And Caprica going around for a second scoring pass.
Recycled to the back.
Again, a full wall for Namur. And a star pass to Batsmash.
Yes.
We've seen this before. Caprica on the outside line being kicked out and recycled by Tinker, but already calling off the jam. They already scored all the points, so it's 4-0. 8-0 on the end of the jam. 87 for Namur. Zürich slowly getting there, closer and closer. 73 for Zürich.
Maybe we will see the last time 1 point fight.
Yes, it was a tough jam, that last one. 2 blockers in the box, 1 for Namur, 1 for Zürich. And wow, beautiful job there on the inside line by Mission Possible. And Gilly already took off the star, trying to get past the walls for Zürich. Mission Possible struggling on the 2 wall of Namur. Beautiful job there.
Yes.
Julie behind the wall.
Oops. The start pass is an important move for force the other team cut and the jam and don't make them bleed your other points. Okay, we have.
So we had a couple of penalties. We have a power jam. Mission Impossible since sister 60.
It's
It was a
60. I'm not sure if they passed the panty. I'm not sure about
No,
that.
they didn't, and
27.
if I can see it correctly from here, it's still Mission Impossible. A little bit of a hiccup there in the scoreboard, but Chile now on the power jam offense by Namur was not completely successful.
Yes, the wall.
Zürich was able to recycle and make their wall again reform. End of the power jam.
It was not a successful one. Actually, they didn't have a lot of points.
No.
Because the wall of Zürich was brilliant and didn't fall in the tricks of the offense.
Yes. Good job. Offense on the inside line by Zürich.
Oh,
And Mission Impossible struggling that last blocker and passing on the inside line. Beautiful job there. 4 points on the board. It's the first points of the jam.
yes, it is a hard jam. We're lucky to see and watch all these amazing and talented skaters.
Good recycling there by 1, 4, 5, 6 for Namur. Nana Whoop. I think it's Nana Whoop. At the end of the jam, we have 4 points on the board for Namur, 7 points on the board for Zürich, 91 for Namur and 80 for Zürich. So only 11 points in between the two teams, and this is what we watch Derby for. Close
Yes.
games it could really go either way.
Exactly. I think the level of both teams are so the same.
Yes. So we have Lulu on the track, but getting stuck with the arm. So a forearm penalty against Missy Lestrange. I think quite a successful jammer for Zürich. So it's not the time to give away a power jam.
Exactly.
But Namur is doing very well. So Zürich has not been playing active offense. So the wall for Namur
The struggle
has
is
been
real.
able to stay good. And Missy Lestrange still not off, but now they have lead. On the scoring pass, and Lulu coming back out of the box with the star in hand, ready for the initial pass.
Oh, that works brilliant.
Good star pass, 2K, beautifully done. Missy Lestrange
Cut.
calling
Sorry.
off the jam with 4 points on the board, 4-0 for Zürich. So slowly but surely, Zürich is getting back, and it's 91 for Namur, still in the lead, but in close pursuit, 84 for Zürich.
We have Pepe and Caprica on the track, waiting for. Oops.
A little bit of a fall there, but
That
quick
was
lead
fast.
on the inside line for Caprica. Pepe still behind the wall. It's a bit chaotic, but Zürich manages to make the wall very well.
Star
Penalty
pass.
for the pivot. Star pass to Bad Smash for Namur. Caprica on the scoring pass. And calling off the jam before Bad Smash could score any points. So it's 3 points for Zürich, 0 points for Namur. So it's we see a little bit of a how do I say it, a system going on. Zürich slowly making the points, keeping the score for Namur closest to 0 as possible. And it has been successful, so 91 for Namur for the last couple of jams, and still 87 for Zürich. So if I count correctly, that's 4 points differential, so it's half a jam.
As we expect, Namur is asking for a timeout.
it worked for them last time.
Yes.
So let's see if they still manage to really comprise and harvest those points after the timeout now. We have 2 blockers in the box, one for Namur and the pivot for Zürich. That's number 8 for Zürich. It's Sin Sister, and it's I
cannot see the numbers.
Yes, but if I can see maybe I can. Chaton, number 13 for Namur. So we will start 3-on-3. Always a good way to start, because then who will play offense? Will they play offense? Will they choose the full defense? So we'll see how that goes.
All the blockers won the front line, the pivot line, and we have. Oh, I lost the jammer. Mission Impossible
and Gilly for Namur. And as we have suspected, Zürich goes back. Beautiful job there. Namur not playing offense, but having offense a little bit in their defense wall, which is beautiful. Now they are in the back. Mission Impossible struggling to go past. Gilly also, but getting offense by Chaton and managing to pass on the inside line, which was beautifully done. Mission Impossible now with the star in hand, struggling a little with the wall of Namur.
And being recycled.
Yes. Gilly pushed outside. A low block for the blocker who did it. Number 5 for Zürich, Flegel. And we did have a little bit of an error there. We have someone skating back.
Giving back the cover.
Yes.
Okay, it was not successful.
Because the person was not a pivot. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. It was the jammer passed the cover, but not to a person who was wearing the pivot. The pivot is number 8 for Zürich. And Mission Impossible did manage to pass now with the star already back on the helmet. Gilly going back. Seeing to their bench whether they have to call off. The call-off signal was not given. And Gilly going for another scoring pass. For now, it's 8-0 for Namur, so it was quite a successful jam. Zürich had the disadvantage of the messy star pass. So we'll see what happens in the end.
It was a messy jam, actually. I don't understand. I didn't understood why the other skater have the panty without the.
Probably because the pivot was in the box at the beginning of the jam, and
the pivot was on a track. I think they were not aware who was wearing the panty.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's probably what happened. So we did manage to pass the 100 mark at the end of this jam. So it's 102 on Namur for Namur with 11 points in that last jam, and 89 for Zürich. So Namur again came quite well out of that timeout. I'm really wondering what they say to each other at that timeout. I really wish I could be a fly on the wall that also spoke good French.
That's true. Otherwise, you just look around and smile.
Yeah, so it's very important to speak French well.
We have an official review of official timeout. I cannot see properly here.
I cannot see it either. So, well, we do have an O standing on the.
Yeah, I'm not sure is the timeout.
But people
or
are running back, so. A little bit of a confusion there, but that's okay. We start with a full pack, but a power start for Namur. I don't know what it was probably an official review for the officials.
Yes.
And or an official timeout. And then we have 4 blockers each, but 1 jammer in on the bench.
Nino.
Nino for Namur, and Mission Impossible in the box for Zürich. Zürich dropping back, something we have seen them do a million times. Nino taking the inside line.
Okay, that was fast.
Beautiful, beautiful. So Namur was really ready for that falling back work. But it did cost him a blocker, so Batsmash is in the box. Nino struggling with the wall of Zürich. Zürich being really good with the
Holding.
recycling and the making the walls again.
Now we have a nice bridge.
Yes. And the jammer for Zürich is back on the track. But Namur did score to 4 points and have lead already in that first pass.
Oh.
Placed correctly, so Mission Impossible has to go back and finish that initial pass, while Nino is doing really well and scoring the points that Namur so desperately needs to enlarge their lead on Zürich. Offense by Chateau. Nino
is fighting and
scoring all the points they need. And
Missy Lestrange is still holding in the back.
Going for another
nice jump.
Beautiful, beautiful jump. It was as if they jumped 10 meters high. I was not ready for it, so I was not looking properly. So Zürich doing a good defense job, but already 16 points on the board for Namur. And Chateau recycling the pivot for Zürich so that the star pass cannot happen.
Exactly.
Nino already on their fifth scoring pass.
Pushing hard.
Struggling to get past, but still scoring 4 points on that last jam. So it's the power jams that really make the difference for Namur here. So we have 20-0. For Zürich.
Zürich are made an incredible good job, but I think the failure of the star pass cost them a lot of points.
They were really doing very well at the beginning of this period, but they struggle a little with the star passes, and it's mental. It must be tough mentally.
Yes, roller derby is a lot of mental issue.
Yes. So Pepe against Missy on as jammers. Nobody has lead yet, but we are already in the halfway the pack. Missy being recycled by Batsmash. A penalty for Namur, Knappi to the box. Pepe struggling at the end of the corner.
But was
no
able
lead
to take
yet.
the lead. It was able to take the lead. Just past the first part of the body and then fell. So as the lead. Both jammer are really, really close together.
Yes. Running some penalty time there, but are really wanting to make sure that Zürich does not score any points. So it was a 0-0 jam. The end score now, or the score on the board, is now 122 in favor of Namur and 89 for Zürich. Zürich started really well at this period, so hopefully they find that strength somewhere, and maybe they should go and listen to the timeout speech for Namur.
Ninon and Caprica really, really near and close start because Namur has one less blocker, so the jammer Ninon are actively working as a blocker.
Very different start of the jam now, so it's a very slow start. Nino being recycled back. Namur doing an amazing job there.
All the skaters are on the track and Zürich has the lead.
Yes, Caprica manages to take the lead. Nino with the star in hand, struggling in that very strong tripod of Zürich. And now it is Namur who struggles a little with the star pass.
Because the people was in the back, so it's impossible to make a star pass that way.
But they did manage to go past.
They passed the star.
But Zürich, it was ready for that star pass, and unlike the last times, they did manage to get the pivot stuck.
Push. Oh, yeah.
Successful star pass for Namur. Offense by Zürich. And their jammer is ready for the call off. First points on the board for Zürich in quite a while. So it's 4 points to 0 for Zürich, bringing their total up to 93. And we're starting with a full pack again. 4 blockers on the track for both teams.
Lulu and Michi Impossible in the jammer line.
Lulu really trying to break up those walls with this quick footwork, but it is Mission Impossible who takes the lead for this jam. Multiplayer penalty for a blocker for Zürich. And good offense on the inside line.
2 blockers on a penalty for Zürich.
3
blockers. Okay, that's gonna be interesting.
They did manage to score 4 points, but it cost them 3 blockers. And then to start as a jammer to a full wall of Namur blockers must be a tough start.
Also, as we expect now, Zürich is asking for a time.
Yes. We already know that Pepe will be starting. Pepe is a good duo with Batsmash, having done quite a few successful star passes before. So that's good to see.
In the last few jumps, I noticed the problem with the Namur passing the star was the pivot was held in the back for Zürich, so it was not good for making the pass.
I did see that the pivot was passed, but I think they did not take the star, so they didn't manage to hold on to it, I'll say. So we'll see what happens now. So we had a bit of a... We'll maybe talk a little bit about Truck Karma. Truck Karma is the sponsor for this tournament, and it's... we'll start the gym.
We start really fast.
So 2 people on the line for Zürich, 4 for Namur, and 1 blocker is in the waiting list to go to the box for Zürich. So
another timeout, maybe officials because they are talking about. So Truck Karma, let's talk me about it.
It's a roller derby league management application.
They help you to plan your practice session and manage the attendance of your players. Plan future games, check your player abilities, and prepare your roster for WFTDA. I cannot say word for word.
WFTDA.
Thank you. Manage the minimum skill evaluation for your fresh meet and communicate and organize. Was launched the 2018.
So a bit of unfortunate news. We have 1-2 being expelled for Zürich for a back block penalty. So that's 2 expulsions in 1 game. It's quite a tough way to start a tournament. But the system doesn't change. So we still have 2 blockers in the box for Zürich and 1 in line to go to the box and a full wall for Namur. We'll see how it goes for Pepe and Missy Lestrange.
We see both jammer playing together.
Yes. So a little bit of blocker work there for Missy, but Pepe was a little bit stronger.
It's a really fast game. And Zürich has the lead.
Zürich did manage to get lead. Pepe is now behind them. Pack is going quite fast. Bat smash to the penalty box.
The hardest part of a fast back is you are not able to hold the walls properly.
Yes. So they're really trying to kill the penalty time here. So I see Missy shouting on the pack. It's going really fast. But it was Pepe who managed to skate past the blockers of Zürich and score 4 points. Missy also scored 4 points. So they are also past the 100 marker. 126 for Namur, 101 for Zürich. And that after the kind of messy start. So good job for Zürich to really do damage control there in the end. Now we have 2 blockers in the box, one for Zürich, one for Namur. So we each start with a 3 wall. And
Gilly and Caprica.
the drawback for Zürich and Namur was both really strong. Namur manages to keep the jammer at the line. Beautifully done there by Caprica, jumping on the inside line. And I know that the blocker thought,
Lead for Namur.
this is a cut.
Okay, that was fast.
Yes. Good strategical call off the jam because we do have 2 blockers in the box for Zürich.
Exactly.
And 3 points on the board. So that was a beautiful jam, bringing the end to, or the scoreboard to 129 for Namur, 101 for Zürich.
It's a really smart jam because if you pass 1 blocker, you take the points of the blockers in the penalty.
Yes.
There, let's see.
The
Lulu and Michi Impossible. Okay.
Lulu beautifully passing those
That was
2 blockers. And we have another blocker going to the box for Zürich. The penalty game is really killing their mood there a little because it keeps getting a little bit confusing. Good recycling there by number 79, although it was a penalty.
Yes.
So Lulu manages to pass in the end quite quickly on the outside line, scoring the 4 points for Namur. Mission Impossible with the star in hand, passing on the outside line. A jump by Lulu was not successful, but they call off the jam anyway.
We still have 1 Zürich blocker on a penalty box. I think the penalty is killing the points Zürich want to make,
Yes.
even when they are slowly earning point by point.
4 points on the board extra for Namur, bringing the end score to 133 to 101 for Zürich. 30 points is still not very much. So let's see what Pepe and Missy Lestrange managed to do with that. Well, a bit of a messy fall there on the inside line. Pepe did have a penalty, but Missy also had a penalty. So this is for sure a 2-minute jam. We cannot have one jammer having lead. Pepe getting out of the box because of the penalties.
We cannot have both jammers on the penalty. That's no sense at all.
Then we all wait. Good offense there by Namur, but they have to be quick to make sure that they have their defense ready. Beautiful by Knappi, beautifully done.
The blockers are doing an incredible job. Oh.
Oof. Good job there by Missy Lestrange. That was tough, hard work.
Yes.
But they did manage to get out of the pack. And Pepe now also out of the pack. One last hit, but it was not successful.
It's going to be a really hard jump because it's going to be a long one, and obviously skaters are start to getting tired.
Yes, Missy is really good at waiting for that no pack because Knappi was going back, but going too fast, too far, and then Missy could go in on the track behind Knappi, which was good.
Offense.
And Namur's defense is having a little bit of a trouble here with Missy coming past quite easily, and they can use it. Zürich can really use. A lot of falling there. 7-0 on the board for now for Zürich, but I see the defense for Namur struggling a little to come together and make a wall together, although Zürich is doing that very well. So how many points? 4 points for Namur, 4 extra points for Zürich. That's 4-11 on the end of this jam. 137 for Namur, 112 for Zürich.
After a really hard jam, make equal points is just like, ouch. You know, after 2 minutes, every team has 4 points. It's like a 0 jam.
Yes. One blocker in the box for each team once again. So the first half, we didn't have that many penalties, but now the penalties keep going and going. It's probably because the players are getting tired.
Exactly.
Gilly trying to pass on the outside line, but put one foot out. So good defense by both teams now. Outside line, yes, no. But the defense for Zürich also really strong there in the front. Caprica being recycled, and it's Gilly who takes the lead in this 16th jam of the second period.
Caprica is still held.
Caprica down. We have Pulp going to the box for what I suspect was a direction.
Yes.
Caprica struggling with that 2-wall for Namur, very, very strong. Gilly back in the front with the 3-wall for Zürich, who is also very strong, being recycled by number 79.
They're really tired, obviously, after all the energy they use jam after jam.
Good defense. This defense is amazing. Some offense there by Pulp, who comes from the penalty box.
All the skaters are on the track now.
Yes, and Gilly really benefits from that chaos that has been made. Jean-Claude Van Damme to the box. Gilly scoring their first points.
See, they just had the lead. It was really hard to have the lead this jump.
Yes. Very slow lead. No points for Zürich. 2 points for Namur, so 6 points in total. So 143 for Namur, 112 for Zürich. We still have just a bit less than 3 minutes on the board. Might be 2 jams. Well, it's definitely 2 jams still to be played. With a point differential of 30 points for now, 31 points to be completely exact. Mission Impossible against Lulu on the jammer line. And they're still on the jammer line.
Oh, those walls are brilliant. Are really brilliant.
Yes.
Oh.
And it's Lulu scoring the lead.
Yes.
Peeling that one blocker at a time. Mission Impossible, star in hand, waiting for their offense.
Oh, chaotic.
Lulu going in strong, benefiting from that offense, going around. Also good offense there by Zürich in the end. A little bit of a late call by Namur. So it's 4-4 at the end of that jam. 147 to 160.
Maybe it's going to be the last jam. Maybe. It's depend of the...
Yeah. When you say it, it will probably not be the last jam.
I curse it too.
The announcer's curse.
Woohoo! Missy Lestrange and 666 Pepe are on the track, ready to go.
Good offense there on the outside line, but Namur managed to kill it quite quickly. But it is Missy Lestrange going on the inside line for that lead. Pepe going for losing the star. So many stars fell on the floor today.
Yes.
It is Missy going for the scoring pass. Pepe still on that initial. Being recycled by Tinker and Knappi. And again, waiting for that no pack. Beautifully done.
Nice.
And it's Missy close behind Bat Smash.
Really, really close.
Yes.
Obviously, it was not the last jam.
It's because you said it. It's because you said it.
Yes.
So 4 points extra on the board, I reckon, for Zürich. I see 2 points.
147 for Namur, 118 for Zürich.
It ended up to be a no pass because Missy does that really well, waiting on the outside, but then they do not manage to score the points on those 2 blockers, of course. So it's 2-0 for Zürich in the last jam. 147 on the board to 118. 22 seconds left in this second period of the first game.
Gilly and Caprica on the track, fighting for the last points of this game.
Caprica being recycled in the back, and Gilly struggling to that.
Namur has the lead. Gilly Asking for the crowd with a big smile.
And we have the call off. This is the unofficial end of the first game of this fourth skate around tournament in 2022.
Woohoo! We have to wait a few seconds till it's the official score to let you know, guys. We are really glad to be here. Thanks for all the volunteers and all the people who make this possible.
Also, thank you to Namur for organizing this tournament. It's such a fun place to be, having a full weekend of derby. So get ready for the next game that's coming up. That will be Sam against Birmingham. Two teams I haven't seen play before, so I'm really curious on what will happen.
I think I play against Birmingham, but I'm not quite sure because it was like tons of years ago. And I also played during a lot of years, and my memory is like Dory's memory, so I don't remember even what I ate this morning.
Good to be an announcer and having to talk about the history of roller derby.
Yes, but I can have everything right here and read it.
yeah. Have a little bit of a prep. That also works.
Yes, lucky me.
Yeah. So we have everybody running around, trying to.
Okay.
Hello, this is us. You were wondering what we look like. This is what we look like.
With a camera just shooting our faces and waiting for the official score.
Yes.
It was an incredible game. Start all the opposite we see right now because Zürich start really strong at the beginning.
Yes.
And we see
they also started really strong in the second half. So is it...
Okay, final score.
Yeah, final score is Namur takes the win of 147 against 118 for Zurich. It was, as we said, Zurich really started out strong twice. First period, second period, but they didn't manage to stretch that out long enough. It was every time Namur took a timeout, they did something magical and they came out with like a power jam, 20 points.
Exactly.
And those, in the end, it's those 3 power jams with a lot of points that made the end score the way it is. We also did have to fall out, two players who were not allowed to play anymore in this game, which is mentally challenging for the teams on the track. So it was a bit of a tough game to start with, I think. Really close, but it makes me really excited for what comes next.
Yeah, they want to start with this because the last game, as you say, was 1 point different.
Yeah.
So they want to be fresh for this fight.
Yes, exactly.
Because at the end of the tournament, obviously, you're getting really tired. So it's not the same level of energy.
Yes.
Even you can be anxious. The first one, I also love to have the first game like really tough.
Exactly, and so we have we saw some beautiful blocking, some beautiful jammer works. So
Footwork
it was
incredible.
They were really close. The end score is only 29 points, which is nothing in derby.
It's not big.
So yeah, I'm
can
really
be 2 power jams, you know, different.
Yes.
2 power jam can do all the difference.
The next game that will be played is Sam against Birmingham. You will get a 30-minute break.